Hey guys, I thought today we would do something a little bit different on the channel and kind of go back to where the channel started. And today we're going to take a look at the Linner NC50s. So recently, Linner reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing their noise-canceling Bluetooth headphones. And of course, I said yes, I love headphones. So they sent them over and I've had a chance to look at them a little bit. I put them back in the box so that we can kind of get that full unboxing experience. But I thought we would just take a minute and take a look at these headphones and talk about them just a little bit. So, full disclosure here, yes, Linner did send these over to me, but they are not paying me in any way other than I get to keep these headphones. So, I just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't do anything, like I'm not being paid for this. So, I just wanted to get that out there. So when we first open the box, we get a pretty good presentation as far as how these things look. And I like the way they've done this. It shows you just how good they look. It kind of gives you a feeling of quality. I will say that this is a little bit cheap and plasticky, but that's fine. We're not in here for the packaging. So we'll go ahead and just take that out. Below that, we're greeted with a little cardboard envelope. And if we pull this out here, charging cord. Let's see, we can open this up, and of course we're going to be greeted with some accessories, a couple of user's manuals, things like that. We're going to get another little cardboard envelope thing going on here. If we open that up, it's going to have some additional ear tips and ear hooks that go up inside your ear here. So I appreciate that they've got those in there. And then you're going to get this this bag that you can see here is branded with their logo very, very subtly. So that's pretty much everything in the box. So we can just pop these out. So immediately they feel good. They've got a good weight to them. They've got a nice rubberized finish around the band here, which is actually kind of a twofold thing. One, it just feels nice, but two, when you've got it on, because it's got that rubberized kind of a grippy feel to it, it's not going to slide around on your neck nearly as much as it would if it was just a cable or if it was a more slick finish to it. So they've actually thought about that quite a bit. Also, the inside of them is textured, so it gives a little bit of character to them, as well as adding to a bit of functionality by adding more surface area to then hopefully grip onto your neck a little bit better. So over here on the right side, we're going to have one of these bulges. There's one of these on each side. This one's actually got a button that says ANC on it, and that's going to be for active noise canceling. When you put these in, they immediately block out a bunch of the ambient sounds and things like that around you, but if you want a little bit more isolation from everything, you can turn that on, and their website, their paperwork, everything claims to reduce ambient noise by an additional 20%. And I've tested it both ways, and they sound really, really good. But we'll talk about the sound here in just a little bit. Also, on the same side that's got the active noise canceling, we've got obviously the on-off button. If you press and hold this, obviously it'll turn on. If you press and hold it for a few seconds, you'll go into pairing mode, so you can attach it to your phone, your tablet, your whatever. Of course, that's also going to be a multifunction button. And then over here next to that is the charging port, so that you can keep them charged up. They should charge in just a couple of hours from 0 to 100%, and they claim to get about 13 hours of listening time out of them, which I believe is true if you keep the volume at a moderate level and you don't use the active noise canceling. Obviously, the higher you turn them up and the more you use the active noise canceling, the less battery life you're going to get. So just something to keep in mind. Of course, below that, still on the right side here, we've got our control box that's got a couple of multifunction buttons on it. The middle button is good for, answering calls, pausing music, that sort of thing. Your up and or your plus and minus buttons are good for obviously volume, but as well as track skipping backwards and forwards, that kind of thing. So to balance things out in a couple of different ways, there's a bulge on either side. Of course, that's where your electrical hardware, your batteries, that kind of thing, those are going to be in those bulges. And one side's got all of the functionality and one side's got all of the branding. So they've done a good job, I think, there in keeping things balanced in that respect. So let's talk about the sound that these put out. I can say that it's actually really, really good, and it should be. These aren't necessarily cheap. On Amazon, when they're not on sale, they're about $90. So they're a bit on the high end in that regard. But I really do think this is a case of you get what you pay for. The sound quality, like I said earlier, is great. All of the mids, highs, lows, all of that are really, really well represented. The mids and highs are crisp and clean. The lows are low and rumbly. I will say that because these are 10mm drivers, they're not maybe as punchy as something, you know, like a 40mm driver might be. But that's normal. That's to be expected. They've still got a great frequency response, but they're just not as punchy. So you're not going to feel it quite as much as you might with an over-ear 40mm design. The soundstage on these is something I really want to talk about here, because they've done a really good job in the way that they've built these. The vocals and the stuff that's supposed to be, you know, like not stereo imaged feels like it's just kind of going on right here where it should. But the stuff that is stereo imaged, the stuff that, you know, that the sound engineers and the musicians wanted to sound like it's kind of way out here, sounds like it's way out here. It's really, really great the way they've done this. So I'm really stoked at just the overall build quality, the sound quality, just everything about these makes me happy that Linner reached out to me and asked me to take a look and review these. So one other thing that I really wanted to mention here is that these are IPX4 rated, meaning that you can go out and work out in them. They're meant for exercise and working out, that sort of thing, primarily. So if you sweat on them, they're going to be fine. I wouldn't take a shower with them. I wouldn't go swimming with them, that sort of thing. But they are IPX4 rated, just to handle little splashes and some sweat. So just something to keep in mind there as well. If you'd like to pick a set of these up for yourself, of course, I will have an affiliate link for Amazon down in the description. Of course, the affiliate link doesn't do anything on your end other than help me make just a little bit of money to help support the channel. So if you do want to pick these up, I will have that link down in the description. So while you're down there in the description getting the link for these, do me a favor in the comment section right below that. Tell me what kind of headphones do you prefer? Do you like the earbuds, over ear, on ear? Do you care? Do you not care? Let me know all that kind of stuff in the comment section. Okay guys, I think that pretty much sums everything up here. They're amazing headphones, good price. Definitely check these out if you're in the market for a new set of headphones. But I think that pretty much covers everything, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. As always, thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.